on to new business. Yeah, already. Superintendent contract. Should have had a sheet there in your packet. Is there any questions over, I guess, the comparison there? Any confusion, or was it self-explanatory? Barb, did you want to try to clear up anything? And I'll
Sure. The two board presidents met and talked about job performance with me, and also talked about contract. And the recommendation for contract was the one that's sitting right here. Went to the Walleye Free Auburn board, who actually who I have a contract with. And then there's a 28. It's not a 28. There's a sharing agreement that SAC and Walleye Free Auburn split the superintendent position 50-50. So the proposal is for a new salary of $137,032. Dollar change would be $61.16. I'm dropping family insurance. It was taking at $3,600 in lieu of that. My husband's moving to Medicare. Total package increase is 1.31%. And that's actually the package that Walleye Free Auburn offered me. I haven't gotten a contract yet, but that was the package that they've offered me. And the board's action tonight from SAC would be agreeing to share the position for the 2008-2009 school year.
Questions?
Yep, I have a question. I don't want to hurt your feelings. All right. But what is a typical, what a range of salaries are individuals getting in 2A schools? Does that mean that's that?
No.
Well, that's public record.
I'm not sure I'm going to have right in here what year.
I mean, another 2A school would be Eagle Grove, and then another 2A school would be, help me, Palmer or Pokey, Prairie Valley.
Pokey's is like 115. Prairie Valley, I don't know. I ran into the superintendent yesterday from Clarion Goldfield. That's 2A, and he's a shared superintendent, Clarion Goldfield and something, but it's still 2A size. And his new salary will be, it's either 139 or 141. Mine is on the high end, I'm going to tell you. I think he and I are probably two of the highest 2A superintendents. He has 2 years more experience than I do. I have 4 years more experience as superintendent at Pocahontas. I told you Prairie Valley, I don't know. Manson's is over 100. I want to say it's 112 or 115. And he was at Manson when I got to Walleye Free Auburn. So at least at Manson, he's got more experience than I have here. I only had 1 year when I came up superintendent. That's when I came. Let me list some schools. Carlisle is a 2A school, and it's 125. East Marshall's 2A, and these were last year's salaries. 111. Cherokee superintendent, I know just got a $10,000 raise. He was at 107. He said his board just said he was low. So I'd say he's about 100, must be at about 117 then. I don't know. IKM and Walnut, which would be quite a bit, that'd be 500 students total for the two schools, was the shared superintendent was 102. Some area schools, our Weaver's 102, they're about 40% the size of us. Denison has a first-year superintendent, and it's 113. So I don't know, Denison is 3A? Okay. Ballard's 2A, and it's 121.
That's excellent. Ballard,
yeah. Yeah. When I started at Walleye View Auburn, I was offered a salary. I was the superintendent, now offered a salary, a joint salary as a superintendent shared principal. And they met an opportunity that I took. And one of the board members last year at Walleye View Auburn did hurt my feelings, okay? Because your question didn't hurt mine. But he was part of that board that offered me that salary, and he said, your salary's too high. And I said, well, but you were on the board that offered my initial salary, and I accepted it. I mean, you wanted me to say, oh, that's too much money? You know, and I'm not trying to be a smart aleck about it, but I was offered the salary that was generous in the beginning, and he was part of that board. But last year it was very difficult at the board table, and I was very uncomfortable about my salary. And I did not ask for anything this year. I asked for, in lieu of family insurance, that I could have a $3,600 amount to offset Medicare for my husband instead of the $3,600 instead of $9,000 for insurance. So.
Well, we're not voting on the salary, we're just voting on whether we want to share or not, right?
Yep.
That's what our motion would be.
But both board presidents do talk about the salary each year, so that's the place where, you know, conversation takes place is the board presidents, and they get ready to recommend what that's going to be to the Walleye View Auburn board. So.
But they didn't pass this amount at their last board meeting?
They did.
They did?
They
Okay.
did. Yeah, they did. Okay. But both board presidents met and talked about it, and this is what came out of that.
So in the end, your increase is 1.3%.
It is. It is. Now, this won't go on forever, but the shared position generates $50,000 for each district by the superintendent's salary. And that will be $50,000 the first year, $40,000. It's a 5-year time period. It's 50, 40, 30, 20. It's based on student enrollment, but that won't change enough that should change much. But this will be the first year that there'll be supplemental weighting for my salary based on last year's student enrollment. And that will be a little over 10 students, about 11 students times per pupil cost. So, and we'll add Phil's position to that, and we'll add John Kraft's payroll position to that. So we'll have 3 positions that are supplemental weighting they're called functional positions. And that lasts for 5 years if you are in a sharing arrangement. That's in addition to the student supplemental weighting that we get for sharing. I would think that it's fair to say to you that you would pay for a shared superintendent and students in a whole grade sharing arrangement, you'd pay $125,000 for a superintendent. I would bet to hire a new superintendent.
Do we pay 50-50 on this, or like 46%?
Brent?
Well, we pay 50-50.
All right. I just wondered.
Just brought that up once, and we wondered again, so. 50-50 fine with you. I move we accept the sharing superintendent for 2008-2009 school year with Walleye View Auburn.
Second is to accept the shared superintendent contract for school year 08-09. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.